Movie theaters are completely ruined.
Going to the movies was one of the better things you could do with your night. You could just get your overpriced popcorn, find your seat, and for 2 hours, you're just gone, and you're completely locked in. Whatever was stressing you out before you walked through those doors doesn't exist anymore.
Why is bro low-key right? Look, yeah, a new movie's coming out. No, it's not coming out. It's already came out. Spider-Man Homecoming. No, not Homecoming. Spider-Man Brand New Day. And you know what? I think it's been nearly a week and I still cannot be asked to go watch it. I don't know why. I'd rather watch it in my room on my TV. Why lie?
I don't know exactly when. I don't know
I might go.
who started it, but the deal got violent.
I might go. I don't know.
Because going to the movies now is not a peaceful experience. It's kind of an endurance test, and you're paying at minimum $15 to $20 to sit in a dark room with a random selection of people who have collectively decided their individual experience matters more than everybody else's combined, and you just have to sit there. So today we're breaking down the worst things about movie theaters right now. Let's go. And there's no better way to start off than with the TikTok attention span couple. These two are dangerous specifically because of where they sit. Like, they always, and I need you to understand that I mean always, end up directly in front of you. Like, this shit is not a coincidence. I think the universe does this deliberately as some kind of test. The movie's been going on for maybe 12 minutes. Things are just starting to develop. There's a tense scene. The theater is dark, and then suddenly, in your direct sight line, a phone screen erupts. The brightness has to be on maximum every time, and like they're signaling a fucking aircraft.
I can relate to this, bro. I am so bad. I don't know why. But my phone brightness is always high. I don't know why. I don't know. I know it's not good for my eyes, but I just keep it high all the time. And don't ask me why I can't. I don't know why.
I mean, this is you in the theater. Never, and I mean never, is their phone out for any good reason. There's no emergency ever. They're just scrolling. It's just standard feed activity. Like someone's watching a TikTok with the sound barely muted. And you can hear the faint audio bleeding through.
I've never had that happen to me.
People in the modern world feel like they always have to be checking something. Real life has turned into a Five Nights at Freddy's game where you're checking the cameras, except the cameras are the different apps on your phone telling you to check them. We've also very much scrutinized Karens as a society, but Karens are the reason that people are afraid to do shit like this. Like, people don't bring out their bright-ass phones during a movie because they're afraid of some Karen telling them to put it away. So, for all intents and purposes, maybe you have to be the Karen for the day. Now, I've seen people be asked to put their phone away, and they'll do it, but like for 90 seconds. They physically cannot be away from their phone for the length of a feature film. Like, they've made the decision to come to a movie theater anyway. And that part gets me. Like, they knew this about themselves, and they still bought the tickets, sat down, and committed to the situation. Like, if you know you're a phone addict, or that you just have to scroll, or like respond to a notification the moment you get it, don't go to the theaters. At some point during a quiet, pivotal moment in whatever movie you're watching, you'll catch yourself staring at their screen instead of the actual movie screen, and you'll realize you have no idea what's been happening in the film for like the last 10 minutes. And then you realize the collateral damage this person has done. It's quite brutal. Moving on, we've got the snack concealment family. Now, I gotta be honest with you, this is like a rare moment of moral complexity in this video because I cannot fully be mad at the snack concealment family because Walmart popcorn is $2 and the movie theater is charging $15 for the same volume of popcorn in a bucket with a cartoon on it. So this family just looked at that math and said absolutely not. But I will say, it doesn't stop like at a bag of M&Ms. Like, you do have people bringing in full Chipotle bags stuffed into backpacks, candy bars distributed across.
Where is this happening? Where is this happening, bro? I have never ever seen this happen in my entire life of going to watch a movie in the cinemas. And by the way, we call it a cinema, not theaters. Theaters is like a whole different fucking thing. I don't know where they do like, where you have like real people like role playing or I don't know.
Bag wrapped in a hoodie for insulation. Someone in this family like rehearsed the walk-in. They did not make eye contact at the concession stand, went straight into the theater door and did not slow down. The employee scanning tickets could see the outline of something suspicious in that bag. Like, they know, they always know. But the calculations on their end is that the confrontation is not worth the $12 an hour that they're getting paid, so the snack concealment family gets through almost every time. They're sitting 2 rows behind you now eating fucking Wendy's. Like, you can smell it.
Who is eating a burger whilst watching a movie? No, not true.
It is what it is. All right, moving on, we've got the seat kicker. Now, if you've ever been on an airplane, you know these people exist, but there's something that happens to your brain when you feel the first kick coming from behind you. First, it registers as an accident. Like, of course it's an accident. Nobody would just intentionally kick a seat, so you let it go. Then it happens again. Still probably an accident. They were a kid, they're fidgety, they don't realize. Then it happens again and again. And now you're 3 kicks deep, and you're trying to work up the courage to turn around and say something. The seat kicker is almost always a kid, and that kid is almost always attached to a parent who has entered a disassociation state. It's impossible for their kid to do anything wrong. Like, if you say that they did something wrong to the parent, the parent will look at the child, say their name once in like a warning tone, like Connor. And this usually carries 0 weight, and then they'll return to their own checked out state. The child will pause for 90 seconds, the kicking will resume. Moving on, we've got the late arrivers. 15 minutes of trailers. 15 full minutes of movie trailers. And then you also have 15 minutes of random ass ads before the trailers where they show you the movie theater's own branded content. 30 minutes of buffer time built in specifically so that if you're running a little behind, you can still catch the actual film. It should be physically impossible to be late for a modern movie, and yet this movie has been going on for 20 minutes. Real plot is happening. Characters are...
You know what? At that point, just don't even watch the movie, because how have you missed nearly half of the movie already, and you're thinking, yeah, let me just come in and just watch the movie. There's no point. And you know what? There are people out there that will actually do that. They'll come in half an hour late and still watch the fucking movie.
Row using their phone flashlights, which they are holding roughly at eye level, which means you are getting immediately blinded during the most tense scene so far. They have not found their seats yet. They're checking their tickets. They're second guessing the row. And by the time they finally sit down, the moment is completely gone. Like, whatever the movie was building up to has been dismantled by this group of complete hooligans. Also, these people will have full volume conversations about what they missed, trying to play guessing games with each other as to what possibly happened while they were late. Either get to the movie on time or just take the loss and watch it at home. Moving right along, we've got the clappers. Look, I understand it, like, emotionally. I understand it. You've been invested in a franchise for years, like a character does something incredible. It's a genuine cinematic moment and your body just responds. Like, I get it. But bro, the clapping, like the standing ovation,
never happened to me.
Cheering at the screen like the actors are there. They're not there. Like, Robert Downey Jr. cannot hear you. The version of the story that you're watching was locked and exported and shipped to this theater weeks ago. Whatever you do in this seat is not going to reach them. You're applauding a projector screen. And the clappers do not do this once. Like, they'll do it throughout the movie. Like, every heroic moment or every time they do like a reference to an earlier movie, or like when Deadpool winks at the camera, they start clapping.
You know what? You know what's annoying me? The fact that I cannot relate to anything in this video. That is what is annoying me very, very much.
Credit screen after, the person next to you is literally trembling. The funniest version of this is when you're watching a movie and the clappers start clapping and like not everyone in the theater joins in, so it's just like 6 people clapping in a room of 200 and it just fades out awkwardly after about 4 seconds. You'd think the silence would be a cue to the clappers that maybe they're a little out of place, but they're completely unbothered and planning on doing it again. I think movie theaters have to understand that with all the options out there for consuming media, they have to step up their game a bit and compete better. Because the reality is, most people would prefer to lay in bed or on their couch and watch something on Netflix than actually
100%,
go to the theater,
100%.
have to risk some idiot on their phone the whole time, and be out $30 the moment they get thirsty or hungry. Now, even though these issues are prevalent, if the movies themselves that we're dropping were insanely good and only available in theaters, then people would go. But I feel like shit just hasn't been that good in the past few years. Like, yeah, Oppenheimer was in 2022. That movie was okay. I'm sure there's like
Spider-Man Brand New Day. To be fair, I have heard that it's mid, but I need to go watch myself.
That I go and see, but I gotta say, there should be bangers every week, and there just isn't. I like movies, and I like having an excuse to leave my house, like the theaters, but Hollywood needs to step it up. Like, that movie Obsession was made by a YouTuber, and it cleared like $100 million, yielding a 100x return on the budget. Like, that's insane. You're telling me that these massive studios can't do the same thing? Like, I just find that hard to believe. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If there's any movies you guys would recommend that I watch from literally any...
Spider-Man Brand New Day.